In my third year as the male leads, kept Omega, I awakened to the plot and the system. Turns out Shen Silan loves someone else, and I'll go dark because of it, ending up dead with my child. The bad news is, I just got pregnant. I panicked and went to the party, hoping to find comfort from the male lead. I saw his friend, Lucy, leaning nearby, with a pretty Omega beside him, asking him questions. Shen Silan, you kept Lin Sangxing for 3 years and still aren't tired of him. Don't tell me you actually fell for him. Shen Silan coldly stubbed out his cigarette. How could that be possible? I'm just nostalgic, used to his pheromones. Lucy casually pushed the little Omega forward. Perfect then, try my cousin. Seeing this, my heart sank. I listened to the system and ran away from him. But when we met again, he imprisoned me, all completely broken, eyes red and yelling frantically. I can fake whatever personality you want, get whatever looks you want, and I have money, so why choose him over me? Who is that homewrecker? What made you want to marry him? Dare to steal from me, I'll beat him to death. Wait, I'm not just a regular beta, am I? How could I get pregnant? The reason I fooled around with Shen Silan without worry was because I thought I wasn't really an Omega. But now, looking at the pregnancy test, I'm questioning everything for the first time. I didn't lie to you. I told you the plot has you getting pregnant right now. You're an Omega, just underdeveloped. But the male lead is still the male lead. Even with your issues, his abilities are enough to get you pregnant. After a long while, I put down the test, feeling my head throb. Today's revelations have overloaded my brain's CPU. After a while, I whispered, do I really have to leave? If you don't want the same ending as your book counterpart, I suggest you stay as far from the main character as possible. The next moment, I got up from the sofa, grabbed my coat and headed out. Sitting in the car, my mind was still a mess. I don't trust this so-called system. In these 3 years with Shen Silan, he's given me everything I asked for. I don't believe he doesn't love me. After all, I'm the only Omega by his side. I finally spotted Shen Silan at the party. Just as I was about to approach, I heard his friend Luzi's voice. Shen Silan, you kept Lin Sangxing for 3 years and still aren't tired of him. Don't tell me you actually fell for him. Shen Silan was smoking on the balcony and coldly stubbed out his cigarette. How could that be possible? I'm just nostalgic, used to his pheromones. Luzi grinned and pushed forward a cute little Omega. I knew you had no real feelings. This is my cousin. He likes you a lot. Want to try something new? The little Omega threw himself at Shen Silan, and Shen Silan didn't refuse. When the little Omega stood on his toes to kiss Shen Silan, I finally snapped back to reality. I turned away pale, not daring to watch them kiss, and fled the party. Just as the little Omega was about to kiss him, Shen Silan coldly pushed him away. His pheromones smell awful. I don't like them. The little Omega paled, looking hurt at his cousin. Luzi grabbed a napkin and threw it at Shen Silan. Fine, only your little Omega smells good. I returned home devastated, forced to face the truth. Shen Silan really doesn't love me. It was all my wishful thinking. After a while, the door opened. Shen Silan glanced at me. Still awake, the tall alpha carried himself with commanding presence. His designer suit making him even more untouchable. System, can you show me his affection level for me? The next second, I saw a big sensu above Shen Silan's head. Host, even my affection for you is Arling. My chest tightened, making it hard to breathe. What does an affection level of sensu mean? A bit higher than regular friends. Put it this way, the male lead's affection for Rice Ball is 5-6. Rice Ball is the pet Shen Silan and I got together. So, I mean less to Shen Silan than a little dog. I felt wronged. Getting angrier by the second, I walked up and grabbed Shen Silan's collar, forcefully kissing him. He froze for a moment, then quickly responded. You're so passionate today. I forcefully pushed him down and stripped him. If there's no love, fine. Just treating him like a hookup, no big deal. Besides, guys with Shen Silan's quality are rare. I'm not losing out. But somehow my nose got stuffy and I couldn't help crying. Shen Silan worked hard beneath me, but his gaze held no warmth. Seriously, Lin Sangxing, crying already when we just started? Then why did you start this? With that, he flipped us over, bit my gland and injected his pheromones. The pine scent filled my nose, intoxicatingly good. I watched Shen Silan's affection spike to 90, feeling a flutter of hope. Shen Silan, do you love me? If you love me, I'll stay. He stopped, desire fading from his sweaty face. And his affection dropped back to senses. He got up and got dressed. Don't be so childish, Lin Sangxing. Our relationship is transactional. No feelings involved. My blood froze, my hands shaking uncontrollably. Is it that we don't talk about it? Or there's nothing there? I looked into his eyes and saw only fake desire. Got it. Won't happen again. I looked down, suppressing my emotions. I want to go out and clear my head. Shen Silan brushed back his sweat, dampened hair. He raised an eyebrow. How rare, not being antisocial anymore. Fine. Do what you want. Wait, host, what did you two do? Why was I locked out? It's not what I think, right? You're a pregnant Omega. I looked down apologetically. I was too angry, lost to control. So have you thought it through? Yes, I'll leave. But since I've decided to leave, the baby becomes a problem. Keep it or not? Host, your condition is special. This pregnancy is a miracle. Please think carefully, because this might be your only child. Bah, if you don't want to keep him, I respect your decision too. Thinking of the child from the original plot who died because of me, I felt sad. He's the male lead's child after all, shouldn't have died. He only annoyed the main characters because he kept protecting me, and died trying to save me from the fire. He was the only one who truly loved me in the original story. Of course I'll have him. My child didn't abandon me even in the fire. How can I abandon him over some difficulties? The next day, once Shen Xilan left for work, I gave the staff time off, sold everything in the house, and converted it to gold and cash, leaving him an empty shell. I didn't touch much from the bank account, afraid he'd notice. Don't ask why I was so bold, knowing Shen Xilan. He definitely won't come back for a few days, but just 2 months after leaving Shen Xilan, I saw him at the hospital. Damn system, according to the plot, shouldn't Shen Xilan be developing his romance with Shen Shizhu? Why is it Shizhu? Don't ask why both male leads have the same surname. This is pseudo-uncle literature. I crouched down, pretending to pick up my phone, not daring to be discovered. I'd already left the city. How could I still run into him? The plot seems off track. Don't worry. I bought your records. As long as you don't meet the male lead directly, he won't find you. Good. It was getting late when I finished my checkup and headed home. Passing an alley, a hand reached out, covered my mouth, and pinned me to the wall. I heard a familiar chuckle, Shen Xilan's voice, with a hint of menace. I wondered why that silhouette looked familiar. Turns out you're not dead after all. He'd already tracked down where I live. If he claims he didn't know I was alive all along, I wouldn't believe it. Damn system, can you be reliable? This is what you call, won't find me. This shouldn't happen. The fake death method has worked for all my previous hosts. No reason he'd find out this fast. I closed my eyes, listening to the system's rambling, feeling helpless. I knew he was unreliable. How did you find out? I turned to look at Shen Xilan. He stared at me, intensely without speaking. After a while, he bit my neck gland, licking it roughly, with a cold smile. I went to cancel your damn registration, and they told me your ID was used just 2 days ago. Didn't expect that. Please, which novel male leader would think to personally cancel his dead Canary's registration? I pushed him away hard, covering my swollen gland, glaring coldly. The next second, my eyes were covered. Shen Xilan's muffled voice came from above. Don't look at me like that. Say cool. Even controlling that. I won't go back with you. 3 years with you. I've made enough money. Don't want to serve you anymore. You perverted old man. Actually, Shen Xilan isn't old. Just 4 years older than me. But I'm angry right now, so I don't care what I should or shouldn't say. Perverted old man. Shen Xilan ground his teeth, and the next moment, his hand came down on my butt. Lin Sangxing, in our relationship, you don't get to decide. Shen Xilan hoisted me over his shoulder and threw me in the car. My head hit the seat hard, seeing stars. The seat was soft, but it still hurt like hell. The next moment, his large hand gently cupped my bumped forehead. Does it hurt? Looking at his affection level still at 3-4, I sneered. Quit the act. Sugar daddy relationships need mutual consent. What gives you the right to force me? Shen Xilan pinned me to the seat. Lin Sangxing, you're the one who offered yourself to me. You want to start when you want, leave when you want. What do you take me for? I'm the one paying. I forcefully pushed his hands off me. So what? Haven't you enjoyed these 3 years? You said it yourself, money for sex, nothing more. So stop bothering me. The window rolled down. Shen Xilan lit a cigarette. He rarely smokes, unless he's really troubled. Shen Xilan looked up with a cigarette between his teeth. You're angry because of that. Did I say anything wrong? You're not wrong. And I'm not angry. I just want to be done with you. After saying this, my heart raced nervously. After 3 years with him, I know his controlling personality. He'd never let me break it off first. The streetlight made him look particularly lonely. His elegant features shadowed, his mood dark and heavy. After a long while, a muffled cough came from his throat. He stubbed out the cigarette. Why do you have to leave? Haven't I been good to you? Good, very good. I looked down, remembering. He gave me everything except love and commitment. He was an almost perfect lover. If not for the system showing his affection at only 3-4, I'd really think he loved me. He remembers my preferences, checks the weather to remind me about clothes. Every time I get hurt, he seems more worried than me. Once almost lost his life for me. So how could I not fall for him? Shen Xilan, I've been with you 3 years. I'm not young anymore. I can't just waste away with you forever. I have my own life. After I spoke, Shen Xilan's coughing got worse. After a long time, he turned around, his eyes a bit red, but maybe I imagined it. After all, someone like him could have any lover he wants. How could he be sad over me? What did you say? His voice echoed in the car with disbelief. What I mean is, I want to take advantage of being young, and find an alpha to marry and have kids with early, settle down. As soon as I said that, The car went completely quiet. After a long while, Shen Xilan rolled up the window. You want to get married? I won't stop you. Just stay with me one more month. After 1 month, I'll let you go. I was brought back to the villa again. New furniture had been added inside, the layout exactly the same as before. You couldn't tell I'd nearly torn it down to bare walls. Shen Xilan really was nostalgic like he said. Even though I told him this layout looked bad, he still wouldn't change it. Uncle, you're back. A clear, pleasant voice rang out, and a fluffy head poked out from the second floor. The young man's soft hair clung to his cheeks, his features delicate and lively. His moist eyes held an innocent purity, like a little deer, but the small red mole at the corner of his eye made him especially alluring. Pure yet seductive, enough to make even me, the original love rival, feel my heart skip a beat. If I were an alpha, this would probably be my ideal type too. Shen Xilan's gaze fell on the young man. His cold, hard expression instantly softened, his voice gentle. Ju, huh? Have you been eating on time like I told you? Of course I have. I'm a good boy. Shen Shishu made a playful, cute face at Shen Xilan, his gaze falling on me. Is this my aunt? I'm not, you are. I stiffly pulled at the corners of my mouth, forcing an ugly smile, lowering my eyes to hide the look in them, thinking I no longer had any expectations of Shen Xilan, but watching the two of them flirt. My chest still felt so tight I could barely breathe. It wasn't until Shen Xilan and I went upstairs that I realized something was wrong. Shen Shizhu was living in my old room. Where am I supposed to sleep? No said this room has good lighting, and since you weren't here, I gave it to him. Shen Xilan explained. Whatever. I don't care who you give it to. Hearing my half-hearted response, Shen Xilan's expression, which had just softened because of Shen Shizhu, instantly turned cold. You're not angry? It's not my house. What's there to be angry about? Of course, if it were the original me from the story, seeing someone else living in my room would have made me furious. Thinking this, I grabbed my luggage to head to the guest room. The next second, my collar was grabbed from behind. You're moving in to sleep with me, Shen Xilan commanded coldly. What? I immediately realized, sleeping in the same room with him in front of the main character, when their romance gets dramatic later, they'll blame me for being a troublemaker again. No way. I broke free from his grip and stepped back, staring at him with wariness and defensiveness. Shen Xilan gritted his teeth, looking somewhat embarrassed and annoyed. Lin Sensing, after fooling around for 2 months, you've gotten bold, haven't you? I'm your sugar daddy. If you won't sleep with me, why should I keep you? Hearing this, I instantly flared up. I didn't want to come back, and I don't want you to keep supporting me. Shen Xilan realized he'd gone too far. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I gripped my luggage tighter, looking down at the floor, lowering my voice. What you mean doesn't matter. This month, I won't take your money, and unless there's something important, don't bother me. After this month, we'll part on good terms. With that, I pushed past him and took my things to the guest room. After cleaning up and lying in bed, my mind replayed everything with Shen Xilan over the years. I let out a happy sigh. About what I did to Shen Shizhu out of jealousy in the original story, I'm actually not surprised. If I didn't know that being stubborn would harm my own child, I wouldn't let go of Shen Xilan so easily either. Even now, I'm still jealous. Watching the two of them so intimate and familiar today, I used up all my self-control to keep from losing it. Really, I'm so jealous. If there were no Shen Shizhu, I'd be the only one by his side. Even if he doesn't love me now, it wouldn't matter. I could wait 10 years, 20 years, but he's destined to fall in love with Shen Shizhu. He's destined not to belong to me. Sensing my sadness, the system suddenly spoke up. Host, do you really like the male lead that much? It's not like, it's love. Without him, there wouldn't be the me I am now. Before Shen Xilan rescued me, I was just a homeless orphan in a lawless area. My street family helped me finish middle school, but they couldn't afford high school, because there were many kids like me. To be fair, everyone only got support through middle school. Just when I thought I'd never get to study again, Shen Xilan appeared. He donated money to my school, letting me finish high school on scholarships and grants. After college, at a bar when he was drugged, I recognized him immediately, and somehow I went along with it, pretending to be an Omega and sleeping with him. Back then I had no pheromones due to delayed development, so I always thought I was a beta. Later, he became my sugar daddy, just because of that. After hearing my past, the system asked, confused, of course not. That favor just made me like him. But it wasn't love. I truly fell in love with Shen Xilan because of our time together after, and that avalanche. I wanted to go skiing, so I begged him to go with me to a famous ski resort abroad. The next day, we encountered an avalanche. In that critical moment, he shielded me with his body. Luckily, we weren't buried too deep and got out quickly. But the way down was blocked by the avalanche, and our phones had no signal. While waiting for rescue, I passed out from hypothermia. I thought I was going to die there. But when the rescue team found us, his warm clothes were wrapped around me. He was frozen unconscious and spent 3 days in the ER before he was out of danger. My future and my life, he gave me both. I have no reason not to love him. Even now and in the future, I'll always love him. Even if we're not together. The next day, half asleep, I unconsciously moved closer to the warmth beside me. It took my brain a while to realize something was wrong. Where's this warmth coming from? Wasn't I sleeping alone? I opened my eyes in horror. Shen Xilan's eyes were closed, his warm breath hitting the top of my head. Damn, I definitely locked the door. This bastard. Host, don't you love him? Why are you cursing him in your head? Even married couples fight. I love him, but that doesn't stop me from cursing him. Really? Human emotions are so strange. Just as I was figuring out the best angle to kick him out of bed, a faint lime scent reached my nose. Pheromones. Omega pheromones. The scent seeped through the door crack, getting stronger. It's Shen Shisho. His heat cycle has started. Now I couldn't worry about angles. I kicked Shen Sailan in the knee, waking him up. He looked confused and a bit cute. Clearly not fully awake. I slapped him without mercy to wake him up completely. Your nephew's in heat. Hurry up and go. Smelling the intense lime scent in the air, Shen Xilan came fully awake, rushing to Shen Shiju's room without even putting on a jacket. The delicate Omega was leaning against his door, looking panicked and helpless, his eyes lighting up when he saw Shen Xilan, like he'd found his anchor. Uncle, I feel awful. After Shen Xilan entered his room, Shen Shiju casually glanced at me, then shut the door right in front of me. A sharp pain shot through my palm, and I belatedly realized I'd been clenching my fists so hard, my nails had dug deep into my flesh. I just gotten back to my room to wash up when someone appeared beside me. 2 minutes later, Shen Xilan picked up my toothbrush, and that's when I noticed all his personal items had been moved over. Seeing me look at him, he explained while looking down. Since you won't move in with me moving in with you is the same thing. You're that fast. I looked down at him in shock. 2 months apart, and your stamina's declined that much. You used to wear me out completely every time. What do you mean fast? Shen Xilan looked confused, gradually realizing what I meant from my strange look, his face darkening. Damn, how long does one suppressant injection take? Lin Sangxing, clear the dirty thoughts out of your head. And that's my nephew. Hearing him, I gradually came to my senses. Right, Shen Shizhu is still his nephew. In Shen Xilan's eyes, they're family. It's not time yet for the identity reveal and love confessions. But that doesn't mean he doesn't love Shen Shishu. A month isn't long or short. But it passed pretty quickly. Soon it was the day Shen Xilan and I had agreed on. Lin Sanxing, do you really have to leave? Shen Xilan's face was dark, filled with anger. Don't be ridiculous, we had a deal. I pulled away the hand he'd grabbed me with. Seeing my unchanged attitude, Shen Xilan's eyes instantly reddened, looking fragile. But I don't want to be apart from you. Please don't go, okay? Xing. I'd never seen him like this. Bitterness instantly flooded my heart, and I started to soft. My barely holding rationality reminded me, no, I can't soft. This isn't my prince. I'm just a passerby in his life. Besides, if I don't leave now, my belly will start showing. Then, knowing his personality, I'll never be able to leave. Forcing myself to look away, I still couldn't help it. System, let me see his favorability rating one more time. Damn Chuck. Still not higher than a rice ball. Instantly stopped feeling soft. I turned and walked away. Just then Shen Xilan's hand suddenly restrained me. Pain shot through my neck. I turned around in shock, seeing the syringe in his hand. My body slowly went limp, my vision starting to darken. He gently held me, nuzzling my neck obsessively, his eyes dark and twisted. Baby, how could I ever let you leave me? I struggled to stay conscious. You don't keep your word. He chuckled softly, unconcerned. Lin Sangxing, haven't you heard the saying? An alpha's mouth, a lying ghost. Damn! Restart. 2 seconds later, I was completely out. When I woke up again, I was in a large room with no windows. I guess there was a basement. After a long silence, I still couldn't figure out what kind of tragic romance Shen Xilan was playing at. Why he absolutely had to have me and even resorted to imprisonment. With his favorability rating, he doesn't seem like he can't live without me. You're awake. Are you feeling uncomfortable anywhere? The door opened and the man's husky, deep voice rang out. Let me out. I warily glanced at him. Shen Xilan leaned down and kissed my lips. I can satisfy you in every other way, just not this. I was really angry now, my voice getting agitated. Is this really necessary? Shen Sala. Wouldn't it be better to part amicably? Why make things so ugly? His hand rested on my chest, rubbing gently. Don't get angry. It's bad for your heart. Don't get angry. I'm about to die from rage. Shen Xilan caught my face and lifted it, his eyes pleading. 3 years. You and I have been together for 3 years. I don't know if this is habit or love, but I've never imagined life without you. Never thought about letting go. When you faked your death, I really felt like the sky was falling, like nothing in the world mattered anymore. The moment I knew you were alive, I was so happy. I've never, ever been that happy before. Lin Sangxing, you might not believe it, but you really are my first and only relationship. I don't know how to treat you right, but I'm begging you, don't leave me. Seeing him like this, my anger instantly faded, and I started to soften. After all, he's heaven's chosen one. Young CEO Shen at such a young age. When has he ever begged anyone? Just then, a huge 46 appeared above his head. My heart instantly hardened. To prevent you from going soft, host, no need to thank me. I coldly pushed him away. Stop wasting your time. You can trap me for now, but not forever. The moment I get a chance, I'm gone. Shen Xilan looked disheveled, staring at me with resentment and laughing bitterly. Lin Sangxing, How did I just realize your heart is so cold? Have you never been sincere with me? All these damn years, was it just for the money? I'm not broke now, so why won't you stay with me? Seeing his red, rimmed eyes glistening with tears, my heart felt like it was being cut by knives. Just think of it as me being after money. As for why I'm leaving, like I said, I've made enough. I want to get married. Shen's silence, voice broke. If you want marriage, damn it, come to me. Why should I spend 3 years with you just so you can go find someone else? System, this plot doesn't seem right. Don't worry, host, small problem. I've dropped the ball before. I mean, I've faced way more problems than this. This is nothing. So unreliable. I sighed deeply, suppressing the flutter in my heart at Shen Xilan's marriage proposal. Shen Xilan, you're not the marriage material I want. We're not compatible. Shen Xilan's eyes widened as he shouted back. Bullshit. How are we not compatible? Whether it's daily life or our sex life, we couldn't be more perfect together. Is it that I don't satisfy you in bed? Or is it the size? I couldn't take it anymore. Shut up. Keep talking and this'll get rated R. Dealing with someone who only hears half of what you say. I was completely out of options and had to repeat myself. Like I said, you're not the person I want to marry. Shen Xilan completely fell apart at those words. Then who do you want? Tell me who you want. Also now do you want, I can fake it. Whatever looks you want, I can get surgery. I've got money and a good body. Why choose him over me? Who is this homewrecker that's got you wanting to marry him? Anyone who dares steal my man, I'll beat him to death. In my memory, Shen Xilan was always composed. Always in control. When had he ever broken down like this over someone? I even started to wonder, does he really not love me? But seeing that bright 46 above his head, my rationality instantly returned, still deluding myself. Maybe like he said, after being together so long, it's just habit, not love. He's just having withdrawal symptoms. Given time, this obsession will fade. He'll realize his feelings for me aren't love. He'll find his destined person eventually. I steeled myself. Whoever he is has nothing to do with you. It'll never be you anyway. Stop being pathetic. It's embarrassing. Shen Xilan's head slowly dropped. Deathly silence filled the room. He suddenly laughed softly, lifted his eyes, wiped away the tears, stepped forward to embrace me, forcefully intertwining our fingers. His eyes were full of madness and obsession, with a hint of hatred. Then hate me. Lin Sungxing, darling, hate me all you want. I'll never let you go. Be good. Let's stay tangled up like this until we're old. His hot, moist breath hit my earlobe as pine. Scented pheromones filled the room in seconds, so intense it was suffocating. I could see he was losing his mind. My face darkened. Damn it! Shen Xilan's emotional breakdown triggered his susceptible period, causing his pheromones to go haywire. An alpha in susceptible period is extremely dangerous. Host, quickly give him suppressants. I'm locked up here. Where would I get suppressants? Use pheromones then. Host, use your omega pheromones to calm him. I don't have pheromones. If I had pheromones, I wouldn't have thought I was beta all these years. Sungxing, you're mine. Shen Xilan forcefully lifted the hem of my shirt, obsessively burying his head in my chest, licking. Watching his face move lower, I broke out in a cold sweat. Absolutely not. Even in normal circumstances, he could hurt me in this state. Let alone now that I'm pregnant, and in a sensitive stage. Stop. I gripped his thick black hair tightly. Shen Xilan looked at me pitifully, ignoring the pain in his scalp as he pushed his head further down. Won't I take care of you? I was forced to this point. Couldn't hide it anymore. Bastard, stop! I'm pregnant! Shen Xilan instantly went quiet, stopped moving, stared at me blankly in disbelief. What did you say? I panted heavily, holding back tears. I'm pregnant. Suppressing my anxiety, I closed my eyes. I wasn't sure if he'd fight me for this child. After all, it's Shen family blood. Who's the bastard? No wonder you're so eager to marry him. Shen Xilan completely panicked, tears falling, looking fragile enough to shatter. Well, this misunderstanding works too. Better than him finding out it's his. The sound of a kettle boiling echoed in the room. The system was speechless. Is the male lead a kettle spirit? I thought about it. Of course not. Spirits aren't allowed after the founding. After a long while, Shen Xilan finally calmed down. He slowly pulled me into his arms, burying his tear-stained face in my neck. I'll raise the child after it's born. I promise to love him like my own. Don't marry someone else. I can't handle it. System, is this still the male lead I knew? When did you turn him into this? I touched Shen Xilan's face, gently but firmly pushing him away. Oh, you know me. I don't change my mind once it's made up. He looked at me in disbelief, wanting to speak but holding back. Finally, his eyes dimmed as he left the room dejected. Only then did I notice his hand was dripping blood as he walked. His susceptible period wasn't over. He was just forcing himself to stay rational through pain. System, get me out of here. I looked at the closed door, feeling exhausted. If I don't leave soon, I'll eventually soften toward Shen Xilan. This past month, rather than him forcing me to stay, it was more like me being greedy and indulging him, because I wanted to see him one more time. Alright, I'll get you out now. When Shen Xilan returned to the basement, All that greeted him was an empty room. The person he'd been obsessing over was long gone. The chaotic, narrow Tonghua Street was nothing like its flowery name. In this lawless zone, fights broke out daily and arguments were routine. The alleys twisted and turned in all directions. Anyone unfamiliar would get lost quickly. You really broke up with your sugar daddy. My childhood friend Bai Yingshui sprawled across the couch, feet up on the table, looking like a total punk. Yeah, we broke up. I pushed his feet off the table, wiped it clean, and glared at him. Breaking up's fine. Over the years with the money you sent back, besides sending those kids to school, I saved some for you too. Bai Yingshui ran his fingers through his messy hair, handing me the card. Shen Xilan might come looking for me. I don't want to be found. The fewer people who know I'm back, the better. I sipped some warm water, then casually dropped the bombshell. Also, I'm pregnant. Puffed, cough, cough, cough. What did you say? Bai Yingshui choked on his water, staring at me in shock. Are you crazy? You're pregnant and you're throwing a tantrum with him. You want the kid to suffer with us? I stared at the floor, not knowing how to explain. Anyway, I have my reasons. Sorry to trouble you these next few months. Bai Yingshui laughed bitterly. Fine, I really owe you big time. I have to say, my childhood friend really made a name for himself on the streets. He even managed to handle my hospital checkups and delivery, deleting my records and keeping everyone quiet. That's how Shen Xilan never found my trail. Lil, come here. Let daddy hold you. Bai Yingshui came back from outside, scooping up the little bundle into his arms. After playing with the kid for a while, he looked at me hesitantly. What do you want to say? From his expression, I could tell he had something on his mind. Teach, I don't know if I should tell you this. Shen Xilan's company is in trouble. His nephew teamed up with outsiders to screw him over. Now everyone's fighting for his power. My fruit-peeling hand slipped, accidentally cutting deep. Blood immediately gushed out. See, I knew I shouldn't have told you. Quick, stop the bleeding. Bai Yingshui frantically grabbed iodine and gauze to bandage me up. System, what's going on? How did they end up like this? Don't panic, host. Small stuff. It's a tormented romance. So some love, hate drama is normal. Hearing this, I felt relieved. But before I could relax for 2 days, the system came to me in a panic. Host, this is bad. The plot's gone completely off track. Shen Xilan's in danger. My heart skipped a beat. Overwhelming panic washing over me. What do you mean? Shen Shiju teamed up with the villain Chen Jingting to take over Shen Corporation, and now they want to eliminate Shen Xilan completely. Can you be reliable for once? I was getting frantic. Shen Xilan has to stay alive. He doesn't have to love me, but he should live healthy and happy somewhere I can't see. He can't die. I won't accept it. I quickly called Bai Yingshui. Shen Xilan's in trouble. I have to save him. If I don't come back, take care of Lil for me. Damn it, Lin Sangxing. Are you sick? You just had a kid. Do you even have the ability to save him? You'll just be throwing your life away too. Damn, he hung up on me. Hearing the busy tone on his phone, Bai Yingshui grabbed something nearby and dialed another number. Where are you guys? Bai, didn't you say you weren't coming on this job? I changed my mind, okay? Stop talking and hurry up. The abandoned factory on the west side. Bai Yingshui thought of that ruthless man and couldn't help but get goosebumps. He sighed like he'd accepted his fate. Lin Sangxing, your brother's really risking his life for you. If you ever say I'm not loyal again, I'll lose it. With the system guiding me, I quickly headed to the abandoned factory on the west side. Using the system's energy as cover, I managed to sneak up to Shen Xilan without being spotted. He was covered in dirt, his face streaked with blood, his lips pale as he curled up in the corner. I'd never seen him like this before. Shen Xilan should be strong, elegant, untouchable. How dare they lay a hand on him? My heart twisted into knots as I carefully touched his face. His eyelashes fluttered, slowly opening his eyes. The way he looked at me was pure hurt. He pulled me into his arms. Lin Sangxing, they tricked me and beat me up. Without you by my side, I don't have anyone I can trust. I gently stroked his dark hair and helped him up from the ground. I won't let anything happen to you. I'll get you out of here. Don't be scared. He leaned his whole body against me, staring at me intently. Why did you come? It's so dangerous here. Do you like me? At this point, I had nothing left to hide. Shen Jushu dared to treat him like this. I won't back down anymore. It's not like, Shen Xilan, it's love. I love you. His hand on my shoulder instantly tightened. His voice got even more hurt. Then why did you leave me? I carefully helped him move toward the exit. I have my reasons. Then let me ask you one last time, Shen Xilan. Do you love me? Yes, so much. At first I didn't understand what love was. I wasn't sure about my feelings for you either. But ever since you left me, I think about you day and night. Remembering our past makes me both happy and miserable. Shen Xilan suddenly leaned over and kissed my cheek. I thought about it for so long. Finally figured out that what I feel for you is love. Lin Sangxing, don't blame me for being slow. In all my life, you're the only one I've ever met. Who makes me worry like this? Who I can't get over. Someone nearby banged a steel pipe against something. I turned on a flashlight and shined it our way. Look at the time. And you're still here pouring your hearts out. Chen Jingking slowly walked forward with serious presence, his eyes full of menace and evil intent. So you're the Canary Shen Xilan kept for 3 years. Pretty devoted, aren't you? Well then, you two won't be lonely on the road to hell. He pulled a gun from his waist and aimed it at us. I firmly pushed Shen Xilan behind me. Put the gun down. Just as Chen Jingking was facing off with us, a familiar voice came from the shadows. A gun of the same model pressed against Chen Jingking's temple. It was Bai Yingshui. Bai Yingshui, you dare betray me? Chen Jingking's eyes turned dark, his face black as thunder. I'll say it again. Put the gun down. Chen Jingking chuckled and obediently threw his gun on the ground. I taught you how to use a gun, and this is how you repay me. I was instantly torn. I didn't know how badly Shen Xilan was hurt. He might need urgent treatment, but I couldn't feel good about leaving Bai Yingshui here alone. Yingshui. Bai Yingshui looked up and smiled at me, saying casually, You go first. I've got my own way out. Just then, police sirens sounded in the distance. Shen Xilan leaned against my shoulder and sneered at Jingking. Try not to run if you can. I called the cops. Call the cops. Chen Jingking laughed at that and turned to look at Bai Yingshui. When the cops get here, neither of us is clean. Looks like you'll have to drag me along when you run. The guys Chen Jingking had arranged tried to escape the moment they heard the sirens. In the end, only Bai Yingshui and Chen Jingking were left. Bai Yingshui thought for 2 seconds, then dragged Chen Jingking away. Watching Chen Jingking's figure disappear, I sighed in relief and slowly collapsed. God knows, forget being held at gunpoint, I'd only seen guns on my phone and TV. The police entered the factory and brought Shen Xilan and me out. I stayed with Shen Xilan at the hospital for 2 months while he recovered. Watching his secretary and assistant report to him every day, I realized Shen Xilan had been playing weak to lure them into a trap. He'd known all along that Shen Jiju was working for Chen Jingking. Not only was Shen Group fine, its stock had been soaring lately. Even if I hadn't gone to save him that day, he had backup plans. Host, I need to tell you something. Please don't get mad, okay? My hand froze while I was making soup, a bad feeling rising in my chest. What is it? I mixed up Shen Xilan's desire level and affection level for you. I frowned. What do you mean? I mean his affection level for you was always maxed out. Desire levels are usually under Yiling unless someone's having dirty thoughts. I thought for a moment, my eyes widening in disbelief. What? He had a Wu Liu desire level for rice balls. Is he a pervert? The system was shocked. Of course not. Shen Xilan's affection levels for other people are normal. It's just that I mixed up his affection and desire levels for you. So all the obstacles in my relationship with Shen Xilan were your doing. I was so angry I could have had a heart attack. The plot you gave me was broken. The affection levels were wrong. Are you a college student or something? The system lit up for a moment, sounding surprised. How did you know? Then, its tone got dejected. I've been doing internship tasks for 3 years and keep failing. I messed up again. I'll have to delay graduation again. I was just guessing, but it's actually true. Host, since I'm going back soon, please don't blame me. I sighed, my tone softening. Have a safe trip and graduate soon. Thanks, host. I wish you happiness too. Bye. I brought the soup to the hospital, looked at the sleeping man in bed, and intertwined our fingers. When he slowly woke up, I leaned down and kissed his lips. Get better soon. I'll take you to see our child. He played with my hand, then looked up and stared at me intently. Ars? Einar Ars. He threw off the blanket, instantly energized. His voice got softer, with a hint of whining. But I want to go now. Shen Xilan got along well with the child for 2 months. After 2 months, he found everything about the kid annoying. Lin Sangxing, you only care about him. You don't care about me at all. Watching the two of them bicker, I felt like I was raising 2 kids. I gave them each a kiss to calm them down and pulled them to sit down for dinner. At my feet, Rice Ball was panting and circling the table legs, drooling with hunger. Outside, the breeze was just right, the sunlight perfect. Inside, the joy was perfect, the happiness